Hello guys, welcome back to the Crew Calling All Units 2017. In other words, future updates and changes. They announced it today. For those who haven't seen it, quick video on the latest news. There will be some changes, so they agreed to share some information about it. So I'm reading here and trying to figure it out, sorta. There will be coming, the new features and updates will be coming into the game in the beginning of next year at different moments in time. So they're not gonna come all at once, they will come over the next couple of months, I guess. And they will be released step by step. New cars. In the police, we already have been complaining about it, that we didn't have that many police cars, especially in certain specs. Like for instance in circuit spec we were limited to the Gallardo. That will change. 4 new circuit specs and 2 new dirt specs in the police lineup will be added. McLaren 12C GT3 in circuit spec. Ferrari 458 also in circuit spec. The RUF RT35 in dirt spec. The Mini Cooper S in circuit spec, the Lotus Exige in dirt spec, and the Ford GT in circuit spec. So basically those are 3-4 of the fastest circuit specs around, and 2 of the dirt fastest specs around. So the only thing we are missing is a few fast street specs, because we're still limited to the Mercedes GLC, which is the king of understeer, and that car is as useless as hell. Especially seen they have not put a requirement or a restriction on the crate missions, so you can do them with any car you want, although that might change, but we won't come to that yet. There are some screenshots here from the Circuit Mini, the Circuit 4 GT in police livery, the McLaren and the Ferrari 458. More will be coming at a later point, so there will be more cup cars after these 6 they announced. New features, let's have a look. Beginning of the next year we will be introducing 2 features that will bring a more social and competitive layer to the chases. Most likely, I thought for a second here that they might restrict the chase missions to a certain spec, but by the looks of it not. The bounty system, well, there was a bounty system but it didn't work like it should, and apparently they are going to update it. And the bounty will be used to determine the amount of bucks that the winners of a chase are getting. So this bounty will go up and down as you win or lose chases. So it's sort of like PvP race, I guess, where you sort of get some points or lose some points depending if you win or lose. At the launch of this bounty feature update, everybody will start with the same bounty rate, around 8,250 bucks. That you can earn by delivering a crate, or that you can earn by busting a player if you play as police. But it can increase or decrease depending how many times you deliver the crate, or as a police player how many times you bust a player. The player escapes, you probably your bounty goes down. If you bust a player, your bounty goes up. The maximum you can get is 16,500 bounty, and worst case scenario you get down to 0. There will be 2 separate bounty systems, one for the street racers and one for the police cars. Kinda all normal. They're also gonna come up with a league, just like in PvP, but with that difference that classic PvP races have subcategories, and these leagues will not have subdivisions, which makes it a bit strange in a way. Why did it make it strange? Let's have a look here. Police and street racers, they will be divided into 4 categories, and players will be able to climb the ladder of each one, from the 4th division to the 1st one. So I'm assuming there will be 4 divisions, meaning bronze, silver, gold and platinum. But they probably just call it 4th division, as you can see here. either in sort of orange color, that's for the racers, and blue color for the cups. Sort of like you have a solo league and a crew league in PvP. But there will be no subdivision, so you won't have a bronze 4, bronze 3 to go through. No, you will start at bronze, and then you go, which is the 4th category, and then you go to 3rd category, which will probably be silver, 2nd category, gold, and 1st category platinum. I'm assuming it will be something like that. The summit. After 1 year of summit activity, we decided to apply some major changes to this event in order to make it more accessible and more rewardable. That's about time. In an upcoming update, players will be able to win a new vehicle from the summit's activities each week instead of each month. Okay, so you're gonna be able to win cars from the qualifiers every week, as well as from the summit, I'm assuming. And you can't win extreme specs anymore from the rewards when the summit or the qualifier has finished. Sometimes you can win an extreme starter kit, but you can win these extreme starter kits if you now do events in the summit. You get some points for that, and once the bar is filled, you get an extreme starter kit for that. But they will get the points at a higher rate there, so you can't win it from the reward itself at the end of the qualifier or the summit, but during the qualifier you will get a higher rate, or in other words, you will get more points during doing events for the summit. Starting in 2017, the summit will be rewarding players with existing vehicles from the game. That is that's kind of disappointing, because what I make of this is you will sort of like the great missions. You will get cars that you do not have yet, but for players like myself who has every single car in this game, I probably won't be winning anything. Seen the existing vehicles with a live lineup. They don't mention new cars here, so okay. It appeared to be good news at the beginning, but now it sounds a little bit less interesting, I must admit. If we're gonna win existing cars, I already have every car in this game, so if they don't come up with new cars, it's kinda pointless then. Soon be giving more details regarding these additional changes, so okay. There will also be some game updates. I'm gonna apply some changes in the chase invitation system in order to improve the balance between police and street racers participating in each one. So maybe they're gonna start with something like a PvP lobby, but then for the crate missions, so that you can get 2 police players versus 2 racers, which makes it a bit more equal. Now usually if I play as a police, I'm up against 3 or 4 racers, and occasionally I get backup from a second police player, but usually it's 1 versus 3 or so. The number of police AI will also be tweaked in order to scale with the amount of participating player in each chase. So they're gonna put more police cars in there if you are with more players. Okay, kinda makes sense. Would make it at least a bit more interesting. Now you can just, as I've shown in one of my previous videos, you can take out one of the fastest full stocks, for instance the Koenigsegg Agera, and you can just mess about with the cups in a full stock without even having nitro, and you can just escape from that, because they are still not strong enough. Since the launch of Crew calling all units, there was some issues with abilities. They weren't performing as efficiently as they wanted it. They're going to improve that. Some minor adjustments to less impactful abilities. So they're gonna make them weaker? Seriously? That also, this one is not really good news if you ask me, because it's already not that strong to get away from the cups. It's pretty easy to do that, and if they're going to make the abilities less powerful, it's going to make it even easier to get away from those cups, from the AI cups at least. Display all the bronze crates on the default tab of the map. Okay, and why only the bronze crates? No idea. So if you put the default tag on in on your map, it's gonna show the bronze grades as well, which you normally can only find under offenses now. No idea why they do that. I mean, people are not that stupid, are they? And then we have some bug fixes and updates. Some achievements weren't properly associating the equipped part for a vehicle. This has been fixed. Yeah, that is very so. You were getting bugs in, but it showed a picture of a performance part, although you were getting bugs and stuff like that. Switch 60 Uplay badge. Yeah, reaching level 60 on the Uplay or Ubisoft Club thing there. I heard that some people weren't getting the badge for reaching level 60. It was the same for me, but then a few days later it showed up, so maybe they already fixed that. There apparently was also a visual bug with the Indian Chief Dark Horse, which is a bike. There was some visual bug in headquarters, I believe. Not even sure what it was. I don't spend much time in headquarters. And Zoe's call when completing the crew calling all units prologue. After our next patch, Zoe will be giving a call to the crew calling all unit owners only. So only those who have bought the calling all units will be called when bothered by Zoe, telling you that you have a free police car waiting in the police shop in Chicago. Which was quite an annoying feature. You could put it off if you go to your smartphone and go to settings and you can disable the tutorials, then she shut up anyway. But there are a lot of people out there who don't know that and they were complaining about it, so apparently they're gonna make her shut up themselves this time. Except when you have calling all units. But if you have calling all units, you just go to the police shop and you go get that car that she's always calling you about, and once you have that she also shuts up. So either way, calling all units or not, she's gonna shut up finally. They have fixed an issue that was occasionally preventing abilities from triggering properly. Okay. And apparently there were some achievements which were not rewarded. And PvP ranking, an issue was causing incorrect information to be displayed. This has been fixed. I'm assuming they go by the badge thing. For instance, I was a Platinum 1 driver and every time I logged on it showed that I was a Bronze 4 driver. Meanwhile, I've been playing around and joking around with the big boys, testing a few cars, and I lost my Platinum 1 to be honest. So I'm Platinum 2 now, but it doesn't matter that much. Because it is not based on skills anyway, it's only based on knowing the track and getting a few easy lobbies. Even a bad driver can make Platinum 1 in this game, because the system does not put the good players together in one lobby or something. So there is not some sort of matchmaking. They just put you in a random lobby, and if you come into a lobby with all Bronze 4 drivers and you know the track inside out, they don't. It's pretty easy to make Platinum 1. Unless they make an individual ranking for players, that PvP league ranking is, well, basically a lot of crap at this moment. So we have new police cars. There are going to be some major changes, there are going to be some minor changes here and there. That seems to be the thing. But at least we will have improvement, the game will still be going, we will have upgrades, more cars will come. Not so sure about the summit though. In an upcoming update, players will be able to win a new vehicle from the summit's activities each week instead of each month. So over here they announced that it's going to be a new vehicle, and then later on they're saying that starting in 2017 the summit will be rewarding players with existing vehicles. So what is it? Is it new vehicle or is it existing vehicles? If it's existing vehicles, that would mean that they don't have any licenses for new cars and that they can't bring new cars, and we're gonna get all the cars that we don't have yet which for long-term players is total bullshit because we already have every single car in this game. For new players, it's all for new players. They give the game for free, they give Wild Run for free, and now they're already giving the cars for free. If you do the crate missions, if you get 10 fragments, you get a free full stock. And for those people who didn't figure that out yet, or who don't like doing the crate missions, they will now be able to get those cars from summit events apparently as well. But we'll see what they exactly mean by that, because they somewhere, well, here they say new vehicle and 2 lines later they say existing vehicles. So that's already open for speculation, but we'll see. At least there will be some bug fixes, there will be some new cars, and there will mainly police cars by the looks of it. And then they're gonna do something with the summit, but not so sure what they mean here. First they mention new cars and then they mention existing cars. What it's going to be, one of the two. First case, that's a good one. Second case, that's not so promising for long-term players, but we'll see. Anyway, future updates and changes, the Crew 2017. I will see you guys in the next one, and bye for now.